Hi everyone, Chris here with a vinyl update video of New Zealand music on vinyl. It's been a long time since I've made a video, so I'm not even going to attempt to catch up with everything, but in this one I'm going to show a few records that featured in my most recent radio show, which is October 2016. First up, Marley Marley, a solo project from this guy from Auckland. I know very little about this. I came across it in a record shop without any prior notification that it was out. Took a punt on it, and I'm really glad I did. It's one of my favourite records of the year. It's kind of gentle but angsty, kind of indie folk, but some great songs on here. One of the standouts for me is the song Nice But No Soul, which just has this amazing kind of joyfulness to it. Yeah, worth checking out. Marley Marley, and the record's called As a Dog Dreams. This is Ghostwave's second album. It's called Radio Norfolk. It's out on Flying Nun. Their first one was called Ages, and this is kind of Flying Nun kind of guitar pop. It has a really nice kind of 60s psychedelic wooziness to it that kind of permeates throughout the record. Great stuff. Transistors have been prolific on vinyl since their very early days. Two albums out. One, the first, quite hard to come by with a spray painted cover. Their second was on, I can't remember whether it was Arch Hill or Flying Nun. They've also put out a bunch of 7 inches under their own steam, and this 10-inch EP is out on Melted Ice Cream, a label I think based in Christchurch that started out as a cassette-based label but have started releasing vinyl over the last year or so, putting out some really nice stuff. Civil Union was on the Melted Ice Cream label, this 10-inch. It also strikes a chord for me because one of the songs on here links into one of my little obsessions, which is about songs about New Zealand locations or places. So on here you've got On Cashel Street, which is a street in Christchurch. So nice to see that. But you kind of got some really good kind of punky alternative guitar stuff here. Really good. Lots of fun. This is a Wellington band. Look at this amazing artwork. They're called Tigers of the Sea. This is their second release on disc. They put out a lathe cut, I think earlier this year or late last year. This is on proper vinyl. It's called Cut and Run. Kind of think of the Cramps, kind of that kind of rockabilly, punkabilly kind of style. The guy's got quite a deep kind of baritone voice who does the vocals. But as I say, I love the artwork on this, and yeah, good record. I can't remember what album number this is, but this is from the Veils. It's called Total Depravity, their new one, a double LP. And nice kind of dark artwork. And sometimes Veils kind of get written off as kind of a Nick Cave light, but there's some great songwriting on here. This album I think has more kind of more swing, kind of a feel to it. It's been produced by I think it's LP, and it kind of brings this kind of more electronic kind of feel to it, and yeah, it just kind of seems to kind of groove more perhaps than earlier albums, and some really great material on here. It's out on Network, so yeah, 3 sides of the album and then some bonus tracks, some live in the studio and demo tracks on the 4th side of this album. And the inner sleeves just gloss black. A few 7 inches. So all 2 of these pretty much self-released. The Echo O's, who put out a good EP on Record Store Day maybe last year or the year before. So the Echo O's backed with Bozo, which features a number of the same players. This is a 7-inch, both sides on this, the Echo O's. It comes in 2 cover variants. There's the orange one like I've got. It also comes in a lime green as well. You Don't Mind and the Null. Really nice kind of heavy reverbed, slightly kind of punky surf, reverby guitar on here. It's cool. This is a split 7-inch from Dunedin band Astro Children and Miss June. Not sure where Miss June are from, perhaps Wellington. Astro Children have featured on a compilation on Fish Rider Records, the Temporary compilation, and they also put out and share a member with Trick Mammoth, who also have been on Fish Rider, and Miss June, I'm guessing, I'm sure I've seen somewhere there a three-piece, female three-piece, but don't quote me on that. And yeah, so what's the music like? Astro Children are kind of in that Dunedin kind of guitar, kind of slightly psych indie guitar sound. Miss June, perhaps a little harder than that. I don't know if you can hear in the background, but that song I was talking about on the Marley album's on at the moment. It's great, it's a real cracker. I should tell you where it is so you can check it out. Yeah, Nice But No Soul, great song. Then I've got this 7-inch, which is from Sarah Mary Chadwick. Now, she was in a band called Bat Rider, a grunge band, but kind of post the grunge era in the 2000s. She moved to Melbourne. She's put out 3 albums now under her own name. This one, which is called Roses Always Die. Before that was 9 classic tracks, and the first one, it's Eat to Forget. I should research, The first 2 LPs are just kind of her and guitar. They're very raw, very stark, and they kind of match these kind of very kind of open and raw watercolours. Often these are really kind of erotic or pornographic, the cover work that she does. This 3rd album, Roses Always Die, she moves from guitar to synthesizer and keyboards, but the 7-inch here, which I'll only kind of fleetingly show you because, as I said, it's pretty graphic cover artwork. This fits, this is Familiar, and it's 2 tracks that didn't make it onto 9 classic tracks, which is the previous album. So more guitar based. Again, very, very raw, but great stuff. I think she has got some really nice melodies in her songs, even though they kind of seem quite stark. Sarah Mary Chadwick. So those all pretty much feature in that October 2016 radio show, so you can hear tracks that I talk about on there. I hope to get back into doing some more videos. I've got some more noisy stuff that I want to show, so I'm hoping to do a video on that in the next little while. Thanks for watching, everyone. You can check out the radio shows and more at facebook.com/countingthebeat, or go to my blog countingthebeat.gen.nz. Cheers.